Our Evan Koslof stayed up late once again to bring up the big moments. Evan, it seemed like a much more spirited stage last night.
A lot of back and forth,
yeah.
A lot of insulting of the frontrunner, and you're going to see some of that in just a minute. I think that's probably the biggest takeaway from all this. But we heard mostly from the frontrunners, Biden, Bernie, Harris, Mayor Pete. They combined for, listen to this, 47 minutes. The remaining 6 got just 28 minutes. But the attention wasn't always positive. Joe Biden in particular was on the defensive quite a bit, and leading that attack was Kamala Harris. Many are saying won the debate.
I think it's important we restore the soul of this nation.
As the frontrunner, Joe Biden wanted to stay on message, but instead, it's probably this exchange with Kamala Harris that most will be talking about.
Do you agree today that you were wrong to oppose busing in America then?
No,
do you agree?
I did not oppose busing in America. What I opposed is busing ordered by the Department of Education.
Harris would go on to have a pretty strong night with other quips like this one when candidates wouldn't stop interrupting each other.
Guys, you know what? America does not want to witness a food fight. They want to know how we're going to put food on their table.
Also making his case was Vermont Senator Bernie Sanders.
Nothing will change unless we have the guts to take on Wall Street.
Meanwhile, South Bend Mayor Pete Buttigieg was forced to answer some tough questions on the police shooting in his hometown. He also talked about the role of religion in politics.
We should call out hypocrisy when we see it. And for a party that associates itself with Christianity, to say that it is okay to suggest that God would smile on the division of families at the hands of federal agents, that God would condone putting children in cages, has lost all claim to ever use religious language again.
Meanwhile, it was desperation time for the remaining 6 candidates, all of whom have less than 2% in the polls.
Women in America are on fire. We've marched, we've organized, we've run for office, and we've won.
I can build a much broader coalition to beat Donald Trump. It is not left, it is not right, it is forward.
If you forcibly take a child from their parents' arms, you are kidnapping them.
We have a president who doesn't believe in the rule of law.
If we turn towards socialism, we run the risk of helping to re-elect the worst president in American history.
As for Representative Eric Swalwell from California, his message was that it's time for new blood. He referenced an old speech from Biden when Swalwell was just 6 years old.
Joe Biden was right when he said it was time to pass the torch to a new generation of Americans 32 years ago. He's still right today.
I'm still holding on to that torch.
That facial expression there. All right, let's end the same way we ended it yesterday. Here's how President Trump responded on Twitter, giving this analysis. All Democrats just raised their hands for giving millions of illegal aliens unlimited health care. How about taking care of American citizens first? That's the end of that race. So that's his perspective right there. We've still got a long road ahead of us. 220 days until the Iowa caucus.
Well, who's counting?
Yeah, well, yeah,
Evan
I'm counting.
Koslof is counting. That's why we love you. Thank you, Evan.